I've been working with the basics of Power BI, loading and transforming data, building a data model, loading visuals into my report pages, but I don't feel like I'm able to get a full analysis of my data as is once it's imported.
Once you get the basics down of using Power BI, the next step for further analysis is using DAX.
What is DAX?
DAX stands for Data Analysis Expressions, and that's what we use to actually build the formulas inside of Power BI.
Is it kind of like writing a formula in Excel?
There are a lot of similarities to using DAX in Power BI and writing formulas in Excel. It's a lot like creating a calculated column in Excel whenever you're using tables.
Nice. I like that there are similarities between Excel formulas and DAX expressions. That'll definitely help the learning curve.
Absolutely. With DAX, you can also add a calculated measure, and that value doesn't show up in a table. It only shows up when you add it to a visual.
So I won't see the result of a measure until I add it to a visual?
That's right. If you create a calculated column, you actually have a value for every single record inside your table. But what a measure does is it stores the instructions, and the only time you're going to see that value is when you add it to a visual.
Huh. Is there anything else that I can create using DAX?
Yes, you can also create calculated tables based on information that lives inside of other tables.
Well, is DAX only used in Power BI?
No, you'll see DAX inside of Excel Power Pivot. You'll also see it inside of your SQL Server Analysis Services and also Azure Analysis Services.
That's good to know. I can't wait to get started.
All right, so let's start by creating a calculated column in our inventory table with just some basic arithmetic. When you're creating a calculated column, it's best to do it inside your table view so we can see it.
Okay, so if we were to make an error or get a result that doesn't make sense, we can see it right away.
Exactly. Let's start by clicking on New Column on our ribbon at the top. And notice it opens the formula bar at the top. Let's create a new column to give us the count variance, which is the difference between the quantity on hand and the audit physical count. To the left of the equal sign is the name of the column, and I'm going to name this count_variance. After I type the name of my column and I put my equal sign, as I start to type the name of the table, I can see the fields inside the table. And I'm going to choose audit physical count. And now let's subtract our quantity on hand. Once I'm finished, all I have to do is press enter.
Okay, it created a column right at the end.
It did. And if you notice in the data pane, it also added a special icon right next to the column name, indicating that it's a calculated column.